Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Elijah, and today we're gonna be focused on building for VenueBox. So yesterday, if you watched the video on our channel, you noticed that we spent a lot of time working on our offers for our customers. So a lot of our customers come to us and they need a website for their business so they can attract more customers. Not only do they need that, but they also need a way to manage these customers over time. So we have an operating system that helps customers own a website and manage their customers over time. So we are a team that helps them do that. But today we're not going to be focused on our customers per se. We're going to be focused on our admin experience. So this would be myself, my co-founder, and the rest of our team, and the experience that we have managing the inflow of customers that we have coming in, how we track our leads, how we track the different things happening throughout the system. So yesterday was an interesting one. If you haven't seen that video yet, definitely go check it out. I also had a vlog in there with the Ghost Live AI team. So these guys have an AI that helps people that have TikTok shops. It helps them sell products online, reducing the amount of work that you have to do as a creator, right? So you don't have to spend too much time thinking about, what is this product? How do I sell it really well? You have an AI that can help you, trained with your voice. So it's cloning your voice, so it sounds like you, it feels like you, a response to comments in your comment section as you're live. So it's really nice, guys. Go check it out. I'm gonna link it in the comment section. Anyways, today we're gonna dive into it. Today's video is not gonna be as long as my other videos, so we're gonna trim this one down. So we're gonna be focused mostly again on our admin experience. So that's myself, my co-founder, and the rest of our team. So essentially when we have venues or vendors come to us, the way we track that is with our vendor details. We also have an overview that gives us a tracker of how many people are coming, how many people qualified, how many people created a website, how long it took for people to qualify, the spread of the business type that people are in: catering, decorator, bartender, photographer, florist, music and DJs, planners, and venues, right? So venues, you'll notice, is the big bread and butter that we have. It also tells about their goals, like how long they're setting out to do things. And this is our local branch, so this is test data, but we do have something similar. This is our actual production. So this is kind of what that looks like. So some of these data points are not accurate, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. I'm going to try to clean up some of these data points. As you see here, some of these data points, again, are not accurate. So we really need to spend some time to clean this up. These are some recent leads that we had come in. As you notice here, 3 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So a bunch of people kind of come in depending on the timeline. And this is how we manage that experience. And we also reach out to them. We have some automated systems in place that helps us reach out to them. Some you see here, some you can't see here. So for example, we have a welcome email secondary to our automated welcome email message. This one is a little bit more personalized. The first one is more, automated, where it's just trying to get a person to authenticate back in. So we send them a magic URL so they can just sign back into the application and continue to build a website. But this is a little bit more of a personalized touch where I introduce myself as Elijah. And I try to be like, hey, this is what you've provided us information-wise, and this is what we know about you. If you're interested, let's jump on a call so we can learn more about each other, that kind of thing. So to cut that short, that's kind of essentially how we manage folks coming in. And we, of course, have more information about them that we, use to make decisions about how we approach them, what things they care about, what things they're struggling with, etc., etc. So today we're going to lock in. We're going to get back into it. So a couple things that we need to focus on is the admin vendor analytics dashboard. So I wrote up some things that we want to get done. So I'm going to go ahead and spec this out with Claude now. So our focus is our admin dashboard and the vendor analytics, making sure we have accurate data. Can you cross-reference our production database to what is displayed on our view pasted below. So I'll paste what we have and I'll have it take a look at our, and I'll say put together a plan to solve it, right? So there are obviously issues with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it this. There are obviously issues here that I'm fully aware of. So I'm gonna, have it take a look at these. Some of these might be right, but there's no saying what is right, what isn't right. It's very hard to tell. So we're just gonna assume most of the things are incorrect, and then reverse engineer from there. Okay. Put together a plan to address all of our concerns. Okay. The last thing I'm going to give it, guys, is our production DB and access to, speaking to it properly. So I'm going to have it go into plan mode. That was a lot of things I gave it as context, but I think it can handle. So it now has the context of the things that we want to do. So while it's working, I'm going to briefly touch on it. So the first thing is we want to be able to search by name, email, or workspace when we are in the vendor details. So for example, if I'm here and I want to look up for Anita, I want to be able to look her up by her workspace name, which is the business name, her name, or her email, so I can easily find her. We also need to be able to filter right by recency. So right now it's filtered already by recency, 3 hours ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago. But I want to be able to change that as needed. So one big thing here is being able to filter by recency, business type, time spent, other post hog data that we have. I was a little loose on that because I wanted to be a little bit open and giving me suggestions as well as to what other possibilities we could use to filter things by. And like I said here, any other relevant data points, right? So fix our vendor alt page and alt homepage and alt tracker. So here we want to track how the two different landing pages we have are performing, and the best way we can do that is by just tracking time being spent, how many people are visiting, how many people are being captured as leads, how many people are completing qualification from there, how many people see the dashboard from there, and then the conversion rates of all these things, how long they're spending on a landing page, how long they're spending on a dashboard, how long they're spending on qualification. So all these things matter, where they're coming from, Facebook, Instagram, etc. So all these things matter, and we want to track that. In general, this is combined, but then also between both of our landing pages that we have existing right now. And to give you an idea of what our landing pages right now look like, I'm going to pull that up. Vendor/alt. Okay, who's winning? Who's winning, guys? Okay, this one's winning. Okay, that's weird. Put this, guys. That should not be unsecure. Very strange. And that took way too long to load for some weird reason, but it's fine. So this is our vendor homepage, the first one. So very quick, straight to the point. I'll show it in mobile because that's what most customers experience anyway. So this is our offer again. You design and submit your proposals in 5 minutes. We'll build your private event business website in 3 days, $75. You get an engineering team that's always going to be at your beck and call. How it works is you go ahead and finish the design. You go ahead and push that over to us, and then we go ahead and build your front end website and then your back end, which looks like this. It comes with an AI depending on the plan that you're on. The AI does qualifying for you, so it, like you notice here, it tells you, hey, this person is looking for this. It tells you, hey, this person has confirmed their budget and date availability. Hey, this person is ready to book and they love this specific package and they're requesting a tour for this weekend, right? So you can kind of see it in action as well in your live chat. So we have an actual chat where you can, actually see the conversation that this AI is having on behalf of you, and you can jump in at any point in time to chime in and talk directly to the customer using our phone line, which is provided to you depending on what plan you're on. So we also handle paperwork, so invoicing, contracts, those are two big important things when you do complete bookings. And we also handle calendar events. So if you are setting up anything on a calendar, reminders being sent to people about their tour coming up, all those important things. And also phone calls if you want to schedule calls with these people coming to host an event with you. So our plan is also set up, so you can kind of choose one and then you go ahead and get started, and we track, where people are coming from. Depending on what button they're clicking as well, we want to know that eventually. So that's, you'll see here, we want to also track which button they're clicking to eventually become a lead with us. And what that means is if they click get started here, did they click get started here, did they click, there are a bunch of different, action item buttons here, right? Did they click see pricing here, which took them here, but then it didn't make them a lead. But then did they click get started here, which plan were they interested in, right? It tells us like what is motivating the person to take action. So that's what we really want to understand. Of course, we watch post hogs as well, but just getting the raw numbers is also something that we want to do. Let me check on this really quick. Okay, it looks like it's doing pretty okay. So far, so good. So this is landing page A. Kind of walks them through stuff. And then landing page B is something similar but slightly different. The offer is kind of more positioned as stop chasing clients, start booking them. And it tells them that there is a booking system that they can take advantage of. And this booking system is the same booking system that I just walked you through. The only difference is how we're communicating it to people. So it's a lead to booking machine, high converting booking website, an always on sales room. So this is something that we're working on in beta. So the always on sales room is a live AI live stream when a person shows up to your business, in this case, your website. Essentially what we do is on the website, we try to convert a person either to a lead, to a tour, or to a booking, right? So this is a live pitch, a live demo of your venue, of your services, of your amenities, right? So this is something that we are currently betaing. But again, we go back to showing you the AI text qualifying that we talked about. And yeah, our buyer network is something else I didn't touch on too much, but we do provide our clients with people that come to us, VenueBox, looking for help finding a venue in their area, or finding a caterer, finding a decorator if they're stuck and they're exhausted and they're not sure, where to begin. So I just said a whole lot of stuff. But I wanted to give some context as to what we're working on and why we're working on what we're working on, right? So these are the two things that we want to track. And then eventually when people do become, fill out these forms, as you saw here, when people do fill out these forms, they go into the qualify flow. And you guys have seen that if you've seen my other video where we put together. If you haven't yet, definitely go check out that video because I walk you through the entire funnel that we have set up for our customers. So you can get a better idea. You can give us feedback if you want, or you can, go take a look at it if you want to just get an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, so it looks like we've got a plan, guys. Let's go take a look at it. Okay, total vendors, boom, 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 442. We need to fix that. Landing page sessions, only 15 tracked versus 420 have no sessions. That's fine because we set this up as a new feature. Conversion tracking was vendor signups, bypassing session tracking system. So we got to fix that. Okay, we got to update this, fix qualification, fix website created, and fix business type distribution. Okay, that's fine. Challenges need to be fixed, apparently. Fix goals as well. Add search and filters, that's important. Filter controls, that's important as well. Fix landing page analytics. This is important, 100%. Okay. Okay. This is good. We're on testing branch. We're gonna go ahead and start ripping this, guys. Cool, guys. This is looking pretty good. I'm not sure I want to make any database changes. Vendor, alter table of vendor session, lead capture button, conversion path, time to action. I guess that's fine, but it's like, okay. This plan looks great. Avoid any unnecessary migration if possible. Let's leverage as well as we can the existing system and data. Some discrepancy might exist. For example, this is a discrepancy here. Actually, I'm not sure if that's discrepancy because we work on new data points after some users had already existed, so we didn't have the data for them at that time being collected. Do the best you can with the current data available. Boom. Okay, so we just want to do what we can with what we got. We just want to optimize instead of building new stuff, so we don't create more data gaps. Because then it's like if we start creating new things to track, we're not gonna have any data in that thing to track anyway. So it's just gonna be zeros. So let's take a look at what we do already have and go from there. Ladies and gentlemen. Hush puppies. Quite good. Quite yummy. Now, today should be I'm guessing a 30-minute session. I don't expect this to be too much because I'm working on just admin features. So everything I'm working on is just going to touch on here, our admin dashboard. All right, like for example, the welcome email, I'm fine tuning a bit to be a little bit more personal, less random. Yeah, these guys are fine, and yeah, guys, this did go up to prod. So previously we were working on removing Google authentication and just streamlining SMS and email code verification to sign in. So now we've got that working. Folks can get in very easily. There's no confusion as to how they can get in. We don't have to be too strict on, hey, go sign in with this method specifically. We can just say, go sign in, of course. So yeah, but you can sign in with your phone or email that you used to sign up when you came here. If you put your email and your phone, which we require, you can sign in with either of these two, and you should be good to go. So I'll close these. It's not really important right now. Post hogs is also not really important right now. The big important thing is our admin experience. These 3 tabs and potentially a new tab as well. So let's see what it's got going. Okay. Coolio. Looking pretty good so far, guys. Okay, so yeah, our channel's been getting pretty hot lately. We've got, I think, 25,000 views in the last 7 days, which is coming primarily from our shorts. I think 24,000 is from shorts, and we've just been kind of making videos that are super duper long, Yesterday's video was 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm not sure who's gonna sit through that one, but it was quite interesting. It was a vlog day where I was at the Ghost Live AI team house, kind of just co-working with them, collaborating, bouncing ideas, brainstorming, having fun, chatting, just kind of living. So it's kind of like a vlog day in a life kind of thing, with me kind of working as well. So you do get to see both sides of that, because I do record my screen to kind of walk you through everything I was working on that day. So you still get that picture. And then my other videos are like an hour, 2 hours. I think actually 1 hour. I don't think we've gone 2 hours really. Like 1 hour, 1 hour 20 maybe. But yeah, the 3 hour, 30-minute video is definitely the longest. But I try to make it interesting with the vlog. So it's not just my screen. It's a little bit more interesting and engaging. Probably. You guys will let me know. But I think some shorts from that video would be interesting. There were a lot of things that we talked about throughout that day that would be interesting to a lot of different founders out there building startups, or just people in general that are thinking about the same things we are, that maybe want to collaborate with us, clients potentially, friends, right? Just people online that are just out there living their own lives as well. So yeah, channel's getting really interesting. It's very motivating to see folks super engaged and kind of just letting me know that they are engaged, and I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, it's very motivating. Okay, so nice. We're gonna try to work on this with no migrations needed. We're gonna try to fix all the issues. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. At least we're gonna fix some stuff, right? Everything might not be 100% fixed, but the goal is to, reduce the issues that we're seeing. Not necessarily issues, but improve the experience for admins like myself, because I am an admin myself, right? This is how I interact with our customers, or at least this is how I interpret what's happening outside of PostHog. This is like our own internal database system that just has a UI in front of it. So this is one way for us to interact with customers. We do have some other stuff that we built in the past, actually. That'd be interesting to take a look at. I have not taken a look at it in a while. This just gives us like a general picture. This also needs to be fixed up. But you see, we have 493 users. It's not accurately tracking time. And this is not tracking engagement too well. And that's because we didn't set up some things that we should have set up. But yeah, as you notice, it doesn't quite track things properly. But some things might be accurate. Yep. But yeah, this looks good though. Like, yeah, we have folks come in pretty much every day. 16, 15, 15, 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, 12, 12. Well, we missed the 11th, 10, 10. We also missed 9, 8, 8, 8. Also missed 7, 6, 6, 6. Ooh, 4, 3. We missed 5. 3, missed 2, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we have folks kind of come in generally like once a day. Oh, these are a couple tests actually. A couple tests in here, but yeah, the point is we do have general interest in the things that we're working on. The idea right now that we're at is there are interests, but it's not sticky enough. And we kind of need to find what's going to be sticky enough, something that provides so much value to people, that just kind of, motivates them to, continue to work on their business, to use our solutions, to work with us, to collaborate with us, to give us feedback, to give us ideas, to engage with us, really. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on right now. We have some stuff cooking up with some of our clients that are going to be helping us with some stuff. But yeah, right now we're kind of like putting good offers out there, and trying to find a streamlined way to fulfill on these offers. So once we hit it, we're just going to hit the ground running, and we're not looking back. So stay tuned, guys. And you guys are part of the process. You guys are part of the team. I keep saying that, but that's true. You guys are here every step of the way. So you are technically part of the team. Okay, so we got some stuff working right now. Let me go back to localhost to make sure. Okay, these things are changing. I can kind of see. I see, okay. So now we got the search happening. Okay, looks good. Looks good, looks good. Okay, business type, venues, decorator, catering. Okay, status, cool. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna test the email thing then. It's saying it should be working well. I want to see if it does it the way that I would expect it to. Okay. The email doesn't quite introduce Elijah. Let's see. Okay, that's one feedback I have for it. Another feedback I would have is just to make sure everything else is good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. So just gonna give it this feedback, and I think that should be good. So yeah, this is I know this was this was not a lengthy video at all, and I also do not want to make it super lengthy. So I think we're gonna push this in after kind of taking one more quick look at how it fixes the email. So I'm gonna try to fix the email, and then from that point on, we will check to see if this is gonna build. So I think the only changes we made. Okay. Okay, come on. I want to see stuff. I want to see something. That's so weird. Sometimes it does that. That's so weird. Okay, so 3 files: admin and 2 backend files. So we're gonna run build. Yeah. Wait. Oh, not fallback. I don't want fallback. I want it to be the main email. So let's see. Let's make sure. Perfect. This is what I need. We need to make it personal. So that's what we're looking for. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run build. We're gonna go ahead and run build. npm run build just to make sure like nothing's broken. Build. I gotta get rid of some of these like operations that are just throwing errors, but it doesn't break our application though. So that's a good thing. Just gonna run build, see if it builds. None of the work we did right now will impact any customer, so that's one good thing about working on admin stuff. And also we're not doing any migrations. So because we're not doing migrations, we're not gonna break our backend either. These are admin services. So yeah, there's no issue here, no issue whatsoever. It's just gonna be boom, in, out. We're in and out, coming in and out, in and out. So backend build's fine. Let's take a look at admin. We're still cooking. Still cooking on admin. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and check here. As you see here, guys, we're actually uploading one of our videos. This is the dev house video I mentioned actually. So that's going up right now as we speak, guys. Nice. So a shout out to you guys again. I'm gonna pull this up. You guys have been killing it. Huge shout outs to you guys for continuing to support and motivate. So we're gonna go back. We can't open a pull request yet because we're not done yet. Okay, so admin builds properly. So we're just gonna go ahead and put prod, push this to prod. Push it up, push it up. We do push-ups every day, man. Push-ups every day. Okay, pull request, testing. Okay, prod admin stuff. There's just two of us right now, but if you have a real engineering team, guys, put some useful stuff as your PR comments or commit messages. It helps the team to understand what they have to, review if they're doing reviews. As you noticed, I don't need anyone to do any reviews right now at this stage in the game. I'm comfortable in our code base to know when I'm breaking something or not. And also we're just experimenting, so we gotta move fast. We gotta move fast, ladies and gentlemen. So yep. Last thing I'll do, this will take 5 minutes, so bear with me, guys, because the backend does need to build. And typically the backend takes roughly 5 minutes based on past data. As you can see, 5 minutes, 36 seconds. So I just want to show you guys really quickly the outcome of everything we just worked on right now. Although you did see it in local branch, local host, right now it's time for us to upgrade to production, which is our public URL. And this is our production data. This is actual real customer data. So let's give it a couple minutes, guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a quick look, and then I will close this video out so you guys can enjoy the rest of your day. So thank you guys again for watching this. I think there's gonna be some more interesting stuff coming up. If you guys have any like suggestions of things that you guys want to see me kind of show, because sometimes I work on different types of stuff, but I don't show everything because, of course, I can't show everything. So that would help me prioritize what you guys might think is important, topics you might want to cover. I know Claude Code is getting big now, and it's super big. So if anyone wants to talk about Claude Code, how to set it up, how to use it, how I use it, ways to go about using it in interesting ways, you collaborate different agents, Claude Code, Gemini. You can kind of pull and weave in these different things into one framework, one IDE, one terminal, or multiple terminals, and kind of have them work in collaboration with different, either Git, the same Git history, or you can also have them work on Git subtrees and then kind of merge the branches eventually. Or you can have rules where for example, Gemini has better context than Claude does. Claude uses something called grep, which basically means when a file is too big, it will chunk the file down into just small pieces to understand each piece and do the problem and solve the problem it wants to solve, and then pull it back all together. But that kind of loses details and misses details, whereas like Gemini could take in huge amounts of context because Google just has a bunch of servers running. So they have that advantage of context, so they just read the whole file, and they don't miss any pictures, they don't miss any details. And for example, right, so like there are cases like that you can optimize your AI to pick the right model to use for different things. So some people are at that level advanced of like doing that. So that's something interesting if you guys want to talk about that too, and do like a walkthrough about what that looks like. We can do that too. But anyways, we got like 2 more minutes left on this one. So we're just going to give it a couple more minutes. Let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Oh, actually, was I supposed to do that? I don't think I was supposed to do that. I don't think I was supposed to close this. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I was supposed to close this because it was uploading. Dang, I wasn't supposed to do that, guys. Is it going to start over? No. That was bad. I was not supposed to close that. I hope it's not corrupted. I'm sorry, guys. Because that took so long to actually start uploading. So if it restarts, that's a GG, boys and girls. Actually, mostly guys watch my channel, so I could say boys. But I do want to be inclusive, so if any girl is coming, they feel included. Okay. Where we at? 4 minutes. 4 minutes, guys. Let's see where we at. Let's see what we got going on. This is nice. We're almost there. We're almost at the 5, guys. That's a pun. No pun intended. 5 guys. Shout out to everybody who likes 5 guys. So 433, the admin, as you see, got built. So admin is deployed to production. So now we're just waiting on the back end. Back end usually takes the longest. So we're waiting about 1 more minute for back end. I think it should maybe be a little bit shorter than a minute. Let's give it some time to cook. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. Sorry, guys. I am a little worried because I did stop this thingy, but all I had to do was not close a tab, and I accidentally closed the tab. So I'm a little worried about that video going up, but let's see. It's a 3-hour video, so it's been taking all day to actually get it uploaded. Let's see, let's see. I think backend should be getting built any second now. Oh, there we go. It's up. It took 6 minutes, guys. 5 minutes, 34 seconds. All right, we're going to do a hard refresh on this bad boy. Okay, we did break this. That's fine. This is one thing I wanted to look at. I don't think this changed much. So we do got to take another look at this to make sure. But I do think that's fresh data because we don't have, we weren't tracking this to begin with every time. We only started really tracking it recently. So I think this is quite accurate. I think this is recently more so accurate. But there might be some gaps in total visits that we need to revisit. But okay. This is some progress. I just wanted to make some small improvements to our experience as admins. So we're going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much. As you see, we got Elijah being introduced to our emails. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one. And guys, don't forget, go in the comment section, let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what feedback you want, what type of videos you want me to talk about, or topics you want me to talk about in the next video. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.